Well, welcome to week 3 recap. Bears lose 21-16. It didn't even feel that close. Felt like 9 points was 1,000 again. The offensive line's terrible. Rinse, repeat, regurgitate. That's pretty much where we're at with this. With the evaluation of the offensive line. Made us change with Pryor up front. Initially, it looked okay initially. I mean, we're running the ball. We're getting 6-7 with Roschon. And then it just dries up. It goes away. Threw the ball a lot, which usually I'm kind of negative on. I don't want to see that. But actually, I think in this case, it might have actually benefited Caleb a little bit. I think he needs to throw the ball. I think he needed to throw the ball more not this week, but for his overall growth, I think it's not a terrible thing. The running game's just bad, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. The only thing I can think of is it's running this RPO shit, which it's the in vogue thing, I guess, but when you got big offensive linemen and you got a defense that's given up as many yards on the ground as the Colts were, and you can't line up in an I form and punch them in the mouth, I don't understand. The best friend for an offensive lineman is not to move laterally all the time. You got to move forward. You can't move side to side all the time. Get on that front foot, lean on them. Make them feel you, and that didn't happen consistently. I mean, you get down into the fourth down play is bad. Let's just call it what it is, but that whole sequence wasn't great. You don't have an I formation where you can play action out of it and maybe throw something to a flat to maybe a tight end in the backfield that was lined up as a fullback. I mean, I would like to have seen that. Could have been an easy touchdown, especially with the defense that's paranoid about the run. But no, we don't do that. We don't do that here in Chicago, evidently. What the fuck? I mean, I should feel better about Caleb throwing for 363, but I just don't. Odunze looks like he's really, really good. Although he did have one hit him in the hands, even though it was in double coverage and turned into an interception. I just don't. DeAndre Swift had a couple of runs where if he just would have bounced it out, I feel like it was there. But it looked like he was so consumed with hitting the hole that was supposed to be there, and it wasn't there. There's no creativity in the running back area right now. They hate Khalil Herbert, I guess. I don't fucking get that either. Dude's been very productive for you over the years. And I know it's a contract year, but what's the point? I mean, why is he even on the team if you're not... He's just going to be a kick returner that doesn't return kicks? Okay. Sure. I don't get it. The defense gave up a 100-yard runner. First time. And quite honestly, if the Colts had a competent quarterback, that game might get ugly real fast. Because he throws one of the god-awfulest interceptions in the red zone that, even as a Bears fan, I'm like, damn, that's ugly, kid. But once again, you see the power of a running quarterback, too. A running quarterback makes your defensive line hold their lane responsibilities longer, and you can't rush too far upfield. Whereas on the vice versa, for the Bears, we don't really have that right now. Which maybe that's something that we could employ a little bit. Maybe run Caleb a couple of times just to make him respect it. I mean, I don't know. Once again, we're Bears fans here, grasping at straws, because you want to feel good about this team. The defense played well enough. They got you turnovers. They got you fourth down stops. You were gifted a few first downs from penalties. You don't capitalize on it. And everybody's bitching about the coaching and this and that. And in some aspects, I totally agree. I do. And also there's some aspects where I think the execution needs to be better, and I completely agree with Flus on some of it. It's not one thing; it's everything. That's the way that goes. You win as a team, you lose as a team, and boy, somehow we found a way to lose as a team. You give up less than 200 yards passing, and it just sucks. Losing sucks. And I worry about the confidence on this defense now as you go further into the season, because your offensive line's going to be under siege on the other side, and they're going to struggle to score points. And that sucks, We were all high on the supply early, It's like, oh, Caleb's going to fix everything. Caleb can't fix everything. And he shouldn't be asked to, And I think that was the initial theory starting the season. I don't think anybody fathomed that the line would be this bad. I mean, there were questions about the interior, yes. But Braxton Jones had two really bad holding calls. One negated a great throw and catch from Caleb to DJ on the sideline, where Caleb just throws a fucking piss missile and drills him. And then it gets called back because of a hold. Torrey Taylor didn't even have a great game, really. I mean, he had one punt for 30 yards at one point. Not good. And you get a chance to regroup and try to figure something out, but that's a game. Rams team, they just went to San Francisco and whipped their ass. And they got Matt Stafford back there, and they're going to sling it. So I'm starting to really, really worry about where this team's headed. And don't look north, because Green Bay's doing Green Bay shit, and Minnesota looks really, really good. Oh yeah, and Detroit's Detroit. So all three teams have identities up there, Not us. We don't have an identity. And that's sad. You would think you would want to have that figured out. And I think they do, but I think they do want to have it figured out, but they don't. They don't have it figured out at all. I don't know where you go from here. It's I guess there's only one way to go, and that's up, but I have a hard time finding wins on the schedule now. We're all going through the schedule early and before the season starts. It's like, oh, we should beat the Colts. And we should have. Again, another team that you had opportunities and you just pissed them away with bad timeouts and bad play calls. And it's ugly. Cairo missed a field goal, but once again, you see the limitations of Cairo Santos, and that's kind of I like Cairo. He's been great he's having to kick 55, 54 yarders, but 56 is out of his range. It always has been. So I don't know if you have any ideas. Leave a comment in the comment section if you like what you see, if you don't like what you see. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. Didn't sleep very well last night, let's just say that. Did not sleep worth a damn. Because it's everything along that front line. And you've got some guys that want to be maulers. I mean, Tevin's a mauler. But you can't get it. But we don't do that. And I just don't. Shane Waldron missed the boat? Probably. To me, You got to get this line moving forward. You can't move them side to side all the time. It's great. RPOs are great, but sometimes you just got to line up and like it's been said before by Marshawn Lynch, you just got to line up and run through a motherfucking face, you know? We don't have that. I mean, Minnesota has that with Aaron Jones. Matt LaFleur just, I don't know, they just piss wins out of everywhere, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to see the whole division rise up, and here we are, you know. We got our quarterback. Yeah, we did, but that offensive line's just so damn bad that it somehow submarines it all. Brian Poles, you promised you were going to fix this line. You said, you know, it was a priority, and I ain't seen it, bud. You've done a lot of good stuff, no doubt. I'm not getting off that train yet, but you got maybe a year to figure it out. That's just being honest. If you can't figure out this offensive line, I don't know. I don't know how much longer you're going to be a GM. And that's just real talk, not fake talk. So we'll bear down. We'll hold the fort. We'll do what we need to do as fans. But damn, boys, we're down bad. We are down bad. We go through this. I feel like it's therapy, right? We're here for therapy. It's Bears therapy. And it's bad. It's like going to a meeting. It's like, hi, I'm Jeremy Kramer, and I'm a Bears fan. Hi, Jeremy. And then you got to tell the bad story about how this team can't block. It's just like, son of a bitch. I get so tired of it. But I'll watch them next week and keep watching. So hopefully y'all have a great day, and bear down, like, and comment in the comment section. That'd be great.